Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we have another mock driving test, but today's one is slightly different from our normal ones. So what happened a couple of weeks ago, I was at my local Gurdwara, which is the Sikh place of worship, for those of you that don't know. I walked in and I heard someone say, "Oh, you're Pin, the driving instructor," and they asked me if I'd taken for their test. It was this guy here, Kabir, who I'd never met before. Yeah, so he'd obviously been watching the videos, and he's got his test booked in a couple of weeks, and he wanted me to take him for his test. I normally don't do that at all, yeah, but what I said to him was, I'll do a mock test with you. If you're good enough, then I'll take you for the test. If you're not, then I won't. Yeah, is that fair enough?
Yeah, that's
so today's mock test determines whether I take you for your driving test or not. I've never seen Kabir drive before. He's just met me here at Wolverhampton Test Centre now, and this is the first time I'm going to see he's driving. So Kabir, can you tell us a bit about your driving, how your lessons gone, and the main reason, how come you're not going for the test with the person you've had lessons with?
Okay, so currently I'm taking lessons with a member of family, and they're from Leicester.
Okay.
Right.
It's a bit of a journey, yeah?
So it's a bit of a journey for them to come down to Wolverhampton for my test.
Okay.
My test is booked before 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's hard for them to come and...
Cool. So were they coming all the way from Leicester just to give you lessons?
No, I was going there.
Oh, you were going there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So have you had any lessons in Wolverhampton?
Yes, I used to take lessons with a driving instructor.
As well? Okay.
Yes, I took about over 20 lessons.
Okay. So, is there anything you're driving which you think, I'm not confident with, or you're not ready with, that needs more work on?
It's mainly like pulling up on the left and the right side of the road.
Pulling up on the right hand side or the left?
Left or both.
Both?
Really.
Okay.
Left and right side of the road.
Parking up, yeah?
Yeah. That's about it, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, any questions before we start?
No, I'm ready, yeah.
Right, guys, for those of you watching, if you're learning to drive, make sure you download my driving course, which is the ultimate driving course. It's going to help you massively with your driving lessons.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps, and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. And yeah, Kabir, if you do make a mistake, I won't say anything at all. Yeah, we'll talk about the mistakes at the end of the test.
No problem.
For those of you watching, the mistakes will be talked about just before they happen on the screen. Yeah. Right. So I'm not going to be helping you out at all. Yeah. I'm just going to give you directions. If you don't say anything, just continue straight ahead. Yeah. Just like on the test. Yeah, I'll ask you to do one maneuver. Okay. And we may do the emergency stop.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep, ready.
The show me, tell me questions. Have you covered them yet?
I've looked over them, yes.
Okay, so could you tell me how you would check the brakes are working?
The way I'll check the brakes are working is I'll turn on the car and I'll gently apply the brakes, and they shouldn't feel rigid or anything. Also, the steering wheel, the car should stay. The car shouldn't go left or right. It should stay straight.
Okay,
yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, you're along the right line. So the words they're looking for, you know, when you press the brake pedal, it shouldn't feel spongy or slack.
That's the one.
Yeah, and when you're braking, so you're focusing on the steering, the car shouldn't pull to one side.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm sure you would. Yeah. Okay, right, guys. So, yeah, like I said, let's see if Kabir is good enough to go on his driving test or not. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Let's
Ready.
go. Unfortunately, Kabir didn't have the best start as he makes 3 serious faults all within a couple of minutes of moving off. The first one was a bit unlucky, and the other two faults wouldn't require many lessons to put right. Throughout the test, when Kabir does make a fault, I'm thinking about how many lessons he requires to improve, as this mock test was about deciding whether he's ready for the test or not, and if I should take him. Turn left, please. After this left turning, there are roadworks and temporary traffic lights, which Kabir can't really see. There's a lorry and another vehicle waiting at the lights. Kabir is about to overtake them, so I had to stop him. Like I said, this was a difficult one and a fault that I wouldn't judge someone's driving ability on. Okay, stop. Come to the left. There's temporary traffic lights here. Okay, stop now. As we can see on this sign, it says three-way control, which means there are three sets of lights. There's as traffic lights for vehicles approaching from the left and another one for vehicles approaching from the right. Basically, when our lights are green, both the other lights will be red. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't check when emerging out onto the main road, but doing what Kabir does will result in a serious fault, as this happened to one of my learners on his driving test. Because it's controlled by lights, our observations don't need to be as frequent as we would normally do them. After checking both ways, we can see it's safe as both sides of traffic are waiting at the lights. Kabir takes too long to emerge out. Again, another fault that doesn't happen too often. End of the road, turn left please. Carry on, Kabir, carry on. We're approaching a bend. As we go under the bridge and around the bend, Kabir positions in the middle of both lanes. So he is on the other side of the road. Not too sure what he was thinking here. He shows good awareness by not blocking the crossing. When moving off in this situation, you should check both side mirrors to look out for cyclists. Kabir doesn't check these mirrors. Okay Kabir, now we're going to do some independent driving. If you could follow signs to Morsel for me please. This roundabout he does quite well. He approaches and enters well, keeps a good position and carries out good mirror checks before moving to the left to exit the roundabout. So what do you do at the moment, Kabir? Studying? Working?
Yes, I study, at the moment I study business management in university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Second year at Birmingham City University.
Cool. Right, now this wasn't a fault, just some advice for you guys. We're approaching two zebra crossings. For the first one, Kabir eases off the gas, which is fine, and doesn't need to slow down anymore as there are no pedestrians around. But as we approach the second crossing, there is a vehicle parked on the left which is obstructing our view. In this situation, you should anticipate pedestrians and slow down on the approach until you have a good view. Kabir approaches the second crossing a bit too quick. When moving off at these lights, he rushes off the clutch pedal, so stalls. Kabir did say that he had difficulty parking up on the left. He was lucky not to pick up a serious fault when I asked him to park up here. As he is about to park up, Kabir notices the road to our left, so decides to continue. So he slows down to stop but then speeds up to continue. Before speeding up, he should have checked the centre and right mirror. In the car behind, there was another learner who was about to overtake but hadn't yet started to do so. Anyone else would have been overtaking, and doing what Kabir did when someone is overtaking would be marked as a serious fault.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please. No problem.
After parking up, you should always secure the vehicle by applying the handbrake and selecting neutral. Kabir doesn't do this, and when I ask him to, he only applies the handbrake. It's not marked as a fault, but is something all instructors teach.
Okay, and if you could secure the car.
At this roundabout, Kabir makes another serious fault, which happened after entering the roundabout. This is a marked roundabout. His position hasn't been too bad so far, but now instead of keeping to his lane, he moves over to the right hand lane. Kabir did tell me that he doesn't feel too confident on marked roundabouts. We are about to break down in the next couple of minutes. Just before breaking down, Kabir makes a serious driving fault. As we approach this roundabout, it's safe and clear to enter, so there is no need to stop. Kabir stops, selects first gear, rushes off the clutch and stalls. This would be a serious fault for hesitation. But it got worse. After stalling, the car wouldn't start. It wasn't the best place to break down.
Okay, just turn the key back. Try it again. Oh, okay. Turn the key back. Take your phone. And try it again. Okay, right. Just 1 second. Okay, take the key out. And just take your foot off. Put the key in. Don't turn it all the, just put the ignition on first. Leave it there. Leave it there. Put the clutch down now. And turn the key. Okay. Right.
So this is what happened next. We both got out the car whilst I was calling the recovery guys. In the meantime, someone I knew was driving past, so he stopped and helped us push the car to a slightly safer position. And while we were waiting for recovery, this guy, who I initially thought was our recovery guy but wasn't, he was just driving past, he saw us and stopped, plugged in his charger to the battery and managed to start the car. What a great guy. And after that, I drove to my local mechanic who told me it was the battery and something to do with the stop-start system. I've now got a new battery fitted and the car is fine. Now the big question, guys. Should I take Kabir for his driving test or not? Drop a comment and let me know what you guys think I should do. I'll see you in the next video.